Hello, ADNC family. I hope all is well. Emma Ansah coming to you from Canada. It is Sunday. It is Mother's Day. I just want to take a few moments to say happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there, including my mama, who raised 7 of us. Okay, 7. And I always say being a mother is the hardest job in the world, in my opinion. Okay. And we appreciate you, moms. So I hope that wherever you are being celebrated and you're being spoiled today because you deserve it. Frankly, it should be Mother's Day every day, in my opinion, because you're a mother every day. Just like it should be Father's Day every day because you're a dad every day. So happy Mother's Day. Now, family, we're going to get into this conversation. We are going to talk about this ridiculous, cowardly trend that's going on now where you have these young men, and I'm not even going to call them men. They're absolutely boys because you can only be a boy if you're doing this. Nevertheless, these boys that are training to attack women who turn them down. So whether it's a proposal, whether it's a phone number, a date, whatever, they are now resorting to attacking these women. And before I play some examples, let me just play a message because we got a message from Unc. His name is David. I'm calling him Unc, who is issuing a warning to these punks out here that feel like they're going to be attacking women because they're not getting their way. So let us just listen to this brother and what he has to say.
Man, let me address this bullshit that I just heard. Apparently, there's some little boys who are portraying themselves as men, who are training to attack women who say no, who break your little precious ego. It's a boy's play. But there are real men out here who are training to protect our women. And let me make this very clear to you. If I catch any of y'all putting your hands on a woman, there are men out here who gonna make you exactly what the you wanna be. And that's a bitch. Put your hands on our queens if you want to. Let us find you. Let us find you. I want you to announce yourself. Let us find you. Put your hands on us. Because we ready.
Did you hear from Unc? Unc said, put your hands on the queens. And there are more Uncs like that are out here with it. Now let me just give you some context on what he's referring to where he says these boys that are like training to attack women. Here's an example. So that's what these punks are out here doing now, whether or not that's a joke or not. Nevertheless, the fact that these people are going on TikTok and they're recording these kinds of videos, it's not funny. And these are young people. So this is how they're starting. Okay. So again, let me just play one more time what Unc has to say, and then we'll take it from there.
Man, let me address this bullshit that I just heard. Apparently, there's some little boys who are portraying themselves as men, who are training to attack women who say no, who break your little precious ego. It's a boy's play. But there are real men out here who are training to protect our women. And let me make this very clear to you. If I catch any of y'all putting your hands on a woman, there are men out here who gonna make you exactly what the you wanna be. And that's a bitch. Put your hands on our queens if you want to. Let us find you. Let us find you. I want you to announce yourself. Let us find you. Put your hands on us, because we ready.
I don't know what kind of world we live in where you have young men, boys, that this is what they're resorting to. And just in general, with the statistics that happen with Black women in general, and how they're at the top when it comes to femicide, when it comes to domestic violence and what have you. And you have these young people who are already thinking, behaving in these ways where you have it in your mind that this is how I'm going to react if I don't get what I want from these women. What kind of world are we living in right now? Like, when I saw this, I thought to myself, I can't even wrap my mind around a world that we live in where we have some, because, obviously it's not all, but we have some who not only are thinking this way, but even have the nerve and the courage to get online and record videos reenacting what they will do. This is a problem, okay? Now, I'm just going to play a video of what happened on April 23rd with some teenagers. And this actually really happened. It's not a reenactment. And this teenager was trying to get a phone number from a young lady, and she wouldn't give it to him. Now, for the sake of the rules and guidelines on this platform, it is blurred out, but you'll get the basic picture of what happened here. So let me just go ahead and play this.
You right now, right?
Do it.
No, you stand right here.
You
No, you stand right here. You stand right here.
So what happened here? This took place on the corner of East 107th Street and 3rd Avenue in East Harlem. And this was on April 23rd. And this young punk wanted her phone number. And because she wouldn't give it to him, he then picked her up, body slammed her, and stomped on her head. All because she would not give him her phone number. Okay? And as you can hear in the video, he was saying, "You stand right here." And she was like, "Leave me alone, basically. Get away from me." And that is what happened as a result of her rejecting him. So she ended up being taken to the hospital. And so I'm just reading the article here. So she ended up being taken to the hospital. She suffered a concussion. She's in stable condition. He was arrested and charged with assault, and he's due to appear in family court. This would have been on Thursday, so the Thursday after April 23rd. Not sure what happened since then because there hasn't been any updated report. But this is an example of what these young people are doing out here. It's like it's a flex. And that's why this brother is like, let me talk to y'all, because unfortunately, there were no adults around the area when this took place. I'll tell you what. That could not have happened under my watch. And I know some men that would have made sure that that little punk got exactly what he deserved. Okay? I don't even want to imagine if it was my son. No, not my Ghanaian parents. I'll tell you right now, you couldn't do that. But more importantly, we have a real problem. We have a real problem. If we have young teens and young men who feel like this is how I'm going to react when I don't get my way. When a woman says no, when a woman says, I don't want to give you my phone number, when a woman says, I don't want to marry you, when a woman just walks by and, doesn't want to be catcalled or touched or any of those things, this is what women out here have to worry about. Not to mention the fact that it's already so much of this going on with women being attacked randomly or ex-boyfriend or in a relationship with somebody or that you have to be concerned that if you're not interested in somebody and you say, no, I'm not giving you my phone number, that means you body slam me and stomp on my head. That's what we're doing now. Let's see what you guys are all saying here. I see the chat is alive. First of all, let me just welcome Revelations 2026, new member. Thank you so much. Thank you for being a part of the ADNC family. BB, you said, what kind of insecure, cowardly person or thing is that to do? Exactly. Hey, Teresa, how you doing? Hey, Buckhorse, happy Mama's Day to your mama too. Thank you, Oracle Queen. Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day, Marilyn Woodward. Soto, you said you got his back. Exactly. Yes, we got Uncle David's back. Buckhorse, you said you respect the brother. Greater Spectator, you said this is horrible. No violence becomes a passport. Exactly. Mo Man. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Mo Man, you're saying that they show up to defend the Queen's sister. Mm-hmm. Tony String, you're saying thank you, bro. Yep. Buckhorse, you're saying that these women need to be careful because there's something different. Interesting. Shante, you're shaking your head. Me too. Great Respectator, you said rejection rate in the West is 80 to 90%. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you're saying leave them alone. Yeah, leave them alone. Well, listen, at the end of the day, Mo Man, it doesn't matter. It's still wrong. What's happening is wrong. And by the way, the young person that slammed the woman to the ground is Black. So, So Hunte, Shante, yeah, you're saying I guess they don't think women have male family members that will send okay. Yeah, because I have 4 big brothers, and I'll tell you what, that couldn't be me. Sorry for that person who may have done that to me at that age. I'll tell you right now. Well, okay, Mo Man, then why are you here? Because we're here to protect our women. We're here to talk about the egregious things that are happening to our women. So if you don't feel like you're that person, then you're on the wrong chat. You need to keep it moving. Christopher Lee, there might be more to it than that, but at the end of the day, what we saw is this boy wanted a phone number, and because that woman would not give him, the young lady wouldn't give him the phone number, That's what happened to her, period. And that it's in the news. So it's not like a guesswork here. Exactly, Sota. Exactly. Exactly. Sometimes they just need to chill out in the clink. We should be taking it seriously, Denzel Davis. We should. This young lady was sent to the hospital and is in stable condition. This is not a joke. We have to take it seriously. Plus, go look at the statistics. It is something to be taken seriously. Great spectator, you said, guys, if we're having no luck with women in the West, you do not have to stay in America. No violence, billions of women out here in countries. Exactly. At the end of the day, listen, nobody likes rejection. Rejection hurts. But you know what? You just keep it moving. There's plenty to choose from. So if this person's not interested in you, there may be somebody else that's interested in you. There's no reason to resort to violence because you're not getting what you want. It's stupid. Hey, happy Mother's Day, Shantae. Yes, Sunlight, I agree with you. I agree with you. Yes, Sunlight, they're whining about rejection and they're resorting to violence because they don't like the rejection. All right, so this is a failure. Yeah, it is a failure. We can't allow this to keep happening. No, don't worry, Shantae, that person's banned, so they're not here anymore. So we can have a good conversation. So yes, as I was saying, at the end of the day, this is problematic. And, the fact that, again, young people at that age are already thinking that way and behaving that way when they don't get what they want is a problem, right? We should be living in a world where you're just respecting women and women are respecting men. And if you don't like what's happening to you or you don't like, being rejected, then you just say, okay, thank you. Have a nice day. I mean, that's the normal thing to do, right? So if you're resorting to violence because you're not getting what you want, that's deeply problematic. And it speaks to a bigger problem because of the age of a lot of these people, young people saying, oh, I'm going to train and let her say no to me and see what happens to her. That's really problematic because these are the people that are going to be growing up behind us, right? When we're no longer here, they're the ones there. Is this what is this what's going to be happening? Of course, you're killing me. You're asking if Lorena Bobbitt is still alive. I tell you. I feel like sometimes, especially in this day and age with a lot of the young people, the way that they're being raised is different from my generation. When I go back to my generation, the way that we were disciplined, like it says in the scriptures, don't spare the rod. You know what I mean? These days, if you're doing that to your child, I mean, CPS is at the door, right? And your child's being taken away. So I feel like there's a bit more leniency, like the kind of whoopings that, we got back in our day, as opposed to the way that a lot of these young people are getting disciplined is really different. And sometimes I feel like we need to go back to those days, okay, where we were disciplined a certain type of way. And then also, examples need to be set for these young men to see, hey, we can be gentlemen. We can be gentlemen. We can be kind. We can be respectful. And that's what makes you a man, not a boy. A boy or a coward or a punk will do what he did, right? So that's where we need to get back to. We need to get back to the place where we are teaching our youth how to just be a good human. Okay. So I don't know what this person that did this to this young girl's parents are going to do. But I tell you what, I'll say again, that couldn't have been our household. That couldn't have been our Ghanaian household at all. So, great respectator, you're saying no violence. A plane ticket is cheaper than court. Hey, passport bros are a thing. Elijah and Taylor, you said we need protective Black men in our households, guiding our women and our children. Exactly what I was just saying. Yeah, we definitely do. And yes, Shantae, exactly. For starters, teach them how to handle rejection, because if everything's handed to them and they never experience loss or they never experience the word no, I mean, they have to learn that rejection hurts, yes, but rejection is going to happen in life. You're not always going to get your way. You're not always going to get what you want. You're not always going to hear no, yes. You're going to hear no. You're going to hear no for a job. You're going to hear no from a girl. You're going to hear no for opportunities. You're going to hear no for applying for credit. Like, you're going to hear no. So if you're already of the mindset that you're going to resort to violence when you hear no to a phone number, or no to a marriage proposal, or no to talking to a girl, imagine how the rest of your life is going to be when you're rejected for something. This is a problem, because all that's going to happen is you're going to have all these young people in juvenile detention centers, and they're the future. And some people, you may feel like it's not that serious, but it is. It is serious. It is serious. Yes, Princess, exactly. Hey, Aubrey, how you doing? Oracle Queen, you're saying, so do I, get the government out of the schools and family dynamics, or inherit our own schools? Yeah, agree. I keep saying it anyway. We need our own major institutions. We do, where we have people that look like us that are really teaching our kids the right way, you know? Yes, Buckhorse, exactly. Rejection hurts. Nobody likes rejection. Listen, I don't like rejection either. We all don't like rejection. Who likes to hear no, especially if it's something you really want, right? But you got to learn how to handle it, and learn how to process it, and learn how to accept it and move on, okay? So violence isn't the way. This young girl should not have been treated that way because she didn't want to give the guy her phone number, even if she was feisty or mouthy. I mean, he was stopping her. She was trying to walk, and he was stopping her and telling her, you stay right here. And he even said, stay right here, otherwise I will. So he was already saying, this is what I'm going to do. And then ultimately, that is what he did. He held up to his word. So, this is, man, this really bothered me. This really, really bothered me when I saw this. When I first saw this strip of these young men, when I first saw this and I saw them training and stuff, I was like, oh, okay, they might be joking around or whatever. And I didn't really, I thought it was annoying and dumb, frankly, but I was just like, okay, you're just being ridiculous. But then when I saw the video of what happened on April 23rd, I said, oh, no, this is something to talk about. This is something to look at. This is something, to me, again, that's problematic. This speaks a lot to what our younger generation looks like, and even our older generation. And then you start looking at the statistics, and you start looking at the numbers of the femicide and all of this other stuff, right? So it's really, really important. It's super important, super, super important. Thank you, Buckhorse. Appreciate you. You got faith in your people. I have faith in them too. I have faith in my people too. But we definitely have to talk about it for sure. I definitely have faith in our people. And again, it's not all our people. There's plenty of great, wonderful gentlemen out here that know how to treat a woman and know how to take rejection. They're men, So I'm not saying all, but we definitely can't ignore the fact that there are people out there here like this. We can't. Oh my goodness, we can't. Yeah, you're right. The violence towards Black men and boys is true too. It is very true. It's a problem. Oh, goodness. It's a problem. Yes, Buckhorse, I know you agree. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyhow, family, I appreciate you joining me. I know it's Mother's Day. You could probably be hanging out with your mom and having a good time and what have you. So I appreciate you joining. Thank you so much. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your Sunday and spoil your mothers, appreciate your mothers. They're wonderful. They brought us to this world where they are the reason we're here. So make sure that you honor your mother. If you're close to her, show up, take her out, buy her some flowers, just show her love, show her some love. If you're far, make sure you call, text, just show your mother some love. Mothers are everything. Fathers are too, by the way. But today it's Mother's Day. So please, please show love to your mothers. And again, I will say to all the mamas out there, happy Mother's Day. Enjoy your day. Make sure you're pampered and treated like the queens that you are. Okay. So appreciate you all. Thank you again for joining. Before I leave you, let me just remind you, if you haven't already, please grab the African Diaspora News Channel app from your Google or Apple store. And here is why.
In H-Town, we want news that speaks truth, just like we do.
ADNC keeps me informed and him inspired.
We've been through too much to trust mainstream media. This feels like us.
From the D to the diaspora, ADNC is how I stay woke.
We binge ADNC like it's Netflix, but smarter.
They speak on us, but never for us. ADNC does.
No fluff, no filters, just the truth, daily.
From Wall Street to 125th, we're watching our news.
Download the African Diaspora News Channel app today to stay connected to the culture.
Download that app. You will not be disappointed. And then also, if you haven't already gotten your tickets, please make sure you grab your tickets for the ADNC Narrative Power Summit. And here's why.
July 25th, the Narrative Power Summit is landing in the 6. This is about ownership.
This is about controlling our story.
If you're serious about narrative power, strategy, and ownership, this is the room you need to be in. To get your tickets, go to africandiasporanews.org/Canada. I'll see you in Toronto.
Hello. Yeah, so again, grab your tickets and you come out and meet Brother Phil and Sister Demetra and Sister Wangel and just the whole crew coming to Toronto, and we'll be able to have some good conversations, and you will finally get to meet us in person and not be watching us on camera. Not that we don't love you coming and watching us, but you'll get to meet us in person. So again, the information is in the description field. And so make sure you grab your tickets. And we hope to see you all in Toronto, July 25th, as LaSherica said, Aqua Supper Club. And it's going to be a good time. Good music, good food, good vibes, and, all that good stuff. So please, please grab your tickets. And hopefully we'll see you all there. Until then, again, as I say, enjoy your Mother's Day, enjoy your Sunday, and we shall see you again soon. Until then, please be safe.